Okay, welcome back to another section. And today I will be talking about the loops. What is loop? From the word loop, it means that we are looping through some things. Just let's now look at the JavaScript loop. Loop will repeat a piece of a code repeatedly according to a certain condition. We all understand the condition now. Condition is based on what type of condition you give the loop to loop through it. A loop should have when to start, stop, and how to get to the next value. Let's code these three things: start, stop, and how to get to the next value. Okay, let's take a look at the three things: that start, stop, and how to get to the next value. Start means that before you can start looping, you must firstly have your starting point, then stop point, and how to get to the next item. Now, loop help us to access a value in an array of objects. We can use loop to access a value in an array or object. Let's take a look. Why do we need loop? Why do we need loop? Loop are used in JavaScript to perform a repeated task based on the condition. The condition typically return a true or false. A loop will continue running until the divine condition return false. Condition return false. So that before you're able to start loop, is loop based on what? On a certain condition. And if that loop will keep running, it means that what when the condition is still true, it will still keep running. Immediately the condition turn false, it will just stop running the loop. Let's look at the type of loop. Let's take a look of type of loop. We have for loop, do while loop, for in loop, for off loop. Now, for example, let's firstly start with for loop. What's for loop? Loop loop through a block of a code and number of a time. It's loop through a block of a code and number of a time, meaning that what is continue looping until the certain condition is return false. Why loop through a block of code while a specified condition is true? Meaning that what both of them loop through a code when the condition two is true. We have do while loop also loop through a block of the code while the specified condition is true. We have for him. We use for it to loop through an object or array. Then we have for of loop through a value of triple object. Okay, let's take a look at example. The first one I will first talk about is loop, while loop. While loop. While loop. And while loop through a condition if what if the condition is true. Now it's based on three things. One, start. Two, stop condition. Then three, move. Anytime you want to run a while loop, it's based on these three things: start, stop condition, and move. Let's declare the start. Start is when you want the loop to start from. If I declare let I equal to 0, meaning that is my starting point, I equal to 0. And the next one is I will now write the while loop condition. This is how to write while loop inside the block code like this. It's inside this brackets that I will now pass in what my condition inside it. Condition. No, sorry. Yeah. This is It's inside this that I will pass in the condition inside it. Do not run. If I is less than or equal to 0, I is less than or equal to 0, the condition is true. Yes, I is less than 10. Then the next thing, that if I is less than 10, that is top condition. If I is less than 10, what do I want it to perform? Also dot log the value of I. Then do I plus plus. I plus plus means that what this is an increment. I plus plus is increment. It means that what add 1 to it again. It will firstly loop through the code like this. Let me just put answer here. So now it will firstly loop through the code. What is the value of y? 0. Then console.log is will loop is 0. Is 0 plus 1, it's making 1. Go back to the condition again. 1 is less than or equal to 10. It's true. It will keep running. Then it will add 1 to it, making 2. It will go back to the condition, run 2. It will go back until it reach 10, because I pass in that if I is less than or equal to 10, meaning that what the condition will stop at 10. Then let's now run the code. Let's see the answer. Wow. Now you see that our result from is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 10. It will firstly check the condition. If the condition is true, it will still keep running until the condition return false. Then it will now stop running. That is loop. But we are using while loop. That is type of loop, while loop. Then let's take a look at example of another loop, that is for loop. Now, instead of me writing my starting point outside, I will declare everything inside. I will declare everything inside this bracket for the for loop. The starting point. Let I equal to 0. I is less than 10. I plus plus. Meaning that was I will pass in the three things that I need. The start. This is the start. Let I equal to 0. The stop condition is I less than 10. Meaning that based on this condition, my value will stop at 9. It's not up to 10 because I don't pass in equal to inside it. Then I plus plus, it means that would increase it by 1, by 1, by 1, by 1. If I put console.log I, then I run the code here. Can you see it now? It starts from 0 to 9. That is how to run a for loop condition. Now I see that anytime you are running a loop, you can use it to run an array. Assuming I have an array of this, okay, this is the letter I have inside an array. This is how to write an array. Don't worry too much. Then in my next video, I will talk more about array. So you're able to understand what array means very well. But this is how to write an array in JavaScript. This is how to write an array in JavaScript. Anytime you pass in a square bracket, this square bracket means it is an array. And anytime you want to count an array, array starts from, if I log in console.log now, log letters. Can you see it now? These letters. Now, anytime you are trying to pass in an array deal with what? With a square bracket, and it deal with index number. This index number starts from 0 because array starts from 0. The first position will be position of 0. If I call 0, it is position 0, it will be first value of an array, because array contain a lot of value. Instead of me declaring a string one by one, I can put it inside an array. And if I pass in length, length means the total value inside this array. That is the length. The total value inside this array. That is the length. If I now want to look through this, because I will pass in loop for loop. I will declare my starting point. Let I equal to 0. I now I will not say that I is less than letter dot length. Let's check it now. This is the length. Length means that what the total value inside the array. Into then I must end my code words with semicolon, meaning that is the end of the statement. I plus plus. Then I will now do console.log letter then I. If I run my code now, you see it now, it's run for what? It display the letter A, B, C, D through the array. Okay, bye. This is all about the loop. The remaining loop for in, for off loop, then I will talk about it in when we reach an object. I'll mention more about it when we reach an object. And the part of the array too, when I reach an object, I will mention it. I will explain small details. Bye. See you in the next video.